Station 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. We were just talking off the air. If you were to answer this question, what was your worst job ever? How did you get out of it? How did you get away from the worst job ever? And Laura Byrnes was just giving us some insight as to how sometimes when we are in a bad situation, we don't see it, or we don't, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. But anyway, if you do see it and you want a way out, Career Source, Citrus Levy Marion, I'm telling you, I've heard so many stories from Laura and her guests to know that it is really a godsend if you are looking for a change in career or a career period, not just a job, but a career. Laura Byrnes is here from Career Source Citrus Levy Marion, and the phone lines are open. We've got information that Laura's going to give you about finding work, and I love what you do. I take what you tell me, Laura, and I share it with so many people. I almost feel like an evangelist for you.
Oh, so, well.
for Career Source. Because you run into people all the time who you say, you know what, you could be so much better. You're smart. You could be doing so much better. But I don't know. Like you say, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't get him drunk.
Well,
that's right.
Well, and good morning, and I'm happy to be here. It's a gorgeous day, yes. Well, to extend that conversation a little bit, when you are if you're working and you're in a job and it is not a good fit for you, or for whatever reason, you are wishing your circumstances were improved, if you don't take steps to do what you need to do to improve yourself as a valuable employee, because let's face it, you are an asset to whatever company you work for, whether, you're landscaping or a McDonald's or you're an engineer, it doesn't matter. You are a very valuable asset. So you have to invest in yourself professionally, and you have to do what you need to do to improve. So if you're saying, oh, well, my job situation is miserable, take a look at yourself first. Are you the employee that you need to be? And if you feel that you are, or if you feel you're not getting those professional development opportunities, or for whatever reason, sometimes it's hard to make that break, because having a job in hand, especially as we've come out of the recession, those very dark, difficult times when we were told you're not getting a raise, but you have a job, so be thankful. And that was a very, very valid point.
Yes.
It's hard to let go of that job because the unknown is a little scary, but I'm seeing, I've just learned about two folks who were laid off about maybe 2 months ago, maybe not even that long. Both have landed on their feet. They're friends of mine, and have gotten terrific jobs. So to see that churn so much faster. It used to take, several months, maybe even a year or more. And now, hopefully, people are finding reemployment in much shorter time span. So I think that's good to know. That's good to know.
So what's the answer to this? Does a prospective employer, a future employer, how does that employer look at you if you say, I am currently working, but don't call my job because I don't want them to know I'm looking?
Well,
do they take that okay? I mean, do they look at you as, oh, you might do that to me, or you know what I mean?
Well, they always say the best time to look for your next job is when you're still working. I mean, because you are not going to be desperate or make irrational decisions based on need, based on what's happening with my bank account. Can I pay my bills next month?
Right.
So it's not unreasonable, and I think employers, hiring managers understand that. I don't think there's a pat answer to that. I think it depends on your circumstance and on a case-by-case basis. Sometimes, you might tell your employer, hey, I'm looking. I'm not sure what those circumstances might be, but, that happens all the time where people come and say, I'm giving my 2 weeks notice. It's been wonderful working here, but now I have this other opportunity. And I know where I work, we do not begrudge our staff from making a move that's going to improve their circumstances or life for whatever reason.
Well, if you represent the culture of CareerSource, then I'm confident that it's a great place to work.
It is a great place to work.
And I'm not just, but I'm saying you represent them, and if they are like you, then it's it's reasonable people. It's people who respect other people. I mean, there's so many things that you show us about what you are. I'm guessing it's probably what they are too.
Well, and I am, thankful and I have the advantage of working for a company that really puts others first. Our organization has a passion for doing good for employers and job seekers. Now, that's a choice I make, and that's a choice that the folks at CareerSource make to work there. There are other organizations that may pay more or may have this, that, or the other thing, but we all gravitate to CareerSource because we believe in the mission, we have a passion for it, and that's what makes us happy. That's what gets us up in the morning and gets us to work on time. And
CareerSource offers the tools to everybody, because you've got people out there on food stamps, on welfare, and they're just real happy getting that free money, and they're not interested in bettering themselves as a person.
Well, we've gone down this road
how do you
before.
Get them, to think of themselves as getting a real job?
Have to just respectfully disagree. That is just not the case. The attitude that people who are on supplemental, nutrition assistance programs, anybody can be on a food stamp program. You never know what's going to happen in your life. And people collecting unemployment compensation, they are not lazy welfare state folks. They had a job, went to work one day, got a pink slip through no fault of their own, and it is a safety net insurance program that is paid into, and so it's just like collecting, if you have an insurance program and you break your leg and you have to go to the doctor and get it set, and maybe you're out of work for a while. That's what it is. And to be honest, there's like 23% of at any given time of people who are out of work who are collecting unemployment compensation. It's limited, and because the economy has improved, we don't have the extended, we don't have the emergency. It's ratcheted down to, I believe, 13 weeks in Florida, and then, once you've exhausted it, then you have to do other things. Also, when you're collecting your benefits, you are required by law to search for work. So if you, after 2 weeks of collecting, you get a job offer, and clearly you're going to get paid more than you're collecting in unemployment compensation, and you take it, boom, you're off. You're no longer collecting it. So that I would just respectfully disagree with broad brushing everybody who are getting certain supports, describing them as lazy and not looking for work, because in order to get some of that stuff, they have to look for work.
I think, just to comment on what Robin said, I think there are people like that, but what you're saying is that the majority of them are not in that category. And those people that Robin is referring to, they're never going to even listen to us anyway. They might hear us, but they won't listen to us.
Right.
And the people who you really want to reach are the rest of them.
Right.
And if they don't know about CareerSource, those people, then finding out about it is life changing. It's like and I don't mean to compare your agency to the Literacy Council, but just for a second, that's what they do.
Sure.
I mean, they try to take people, say, hey, we got something that'll help you, and it's just like turning a light on.
Absolutely, and I say, if I had a dime for every time I heard someone say, "Oh, if only they knew that you," it was like, we're trying to tell them, we're trying to get the word out.
I'm your evangelist. Remember, I hear that all the time too.
We do what we can, within the, we don't have an unlimited budget. If I could put ads on TV and on social media and on radio nonstop and in every print product, that'd be delightful. But that's not going to happen. Just to back
up what Robin's saying, I know the behind the scenes story here. But exactly what we're talking about. I said, you got to call CareerSource. Oh, I already went to their website. Then I haven't heard back from them. I know. See what I'm saying? So what Robin is saying, there are some examples out there. Trust me.
Well, and I hear you.
All right, let's take a little break. We'll be right back. We'll find about some jobs, right? On the other side, job opportunities.
I've got stuff to tell you.
We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. Partly sunny and becoming breezy on this Wednesday. High 85 at the coast, 93 inland. Partly cloudy Wednesday night, low 65 inland, 75 at the coast. Thursday, partly sunny, breezy in the afternoon, high 83 at the coast, 92 inland. And for Friday, clouds and some sun and breezy with a shower or two in the area, high 85 at the coast, 91 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson from Verizon. You work all day, right? So why would you want to spend your night out shopping for that? Well, Marion County, let me and Verizon help you out. I can deliver to your home or office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
All right, that was perfect, Ed, considering that we're talking about careers. A career in aviation. How about that, huh? Laura Byrnes is here from Career Source Citrus Levy Marion. If I tell you anything, it's this: CareerSourceCLM.com, period. Just go there. Just go there and spend some time on that website.
Yeah.
And, just if you don't have the internet, go to the library. They've got an internet over there, right?
Well, and it's just as easy to go to any of our centers as it is probably to get to the library.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course.
So before the break, we were talking about Career Source and the passion that the staff has for helping and everything. I'd like to just take a brief moment out to brag about one staff member in particular, Kathleen Woodring, who's the Executive Vice President, and she was just named last week, in fact, it's been a week, the Florida Economic Development Council awarded her with the Tony Jennings Florida Workforce Development Professional of the Year.
Nice.
And that is quite an honor, and that's been around for 10 years. And I think it's also very instructive to know that since this award has been given, only one area has gotten 2 recipients, because it doesn't have to be a career source development area. It could be like Florida Department of Economic Opportunity. They won last year. But it's Career Source Citrus Levy Marion. Our CEO, Rusty Skinner, won this award in 2013, and now Kathleen Woodring is the 2017 recipient. So that just speaks to the excellence. I think that if you partner with us, you are really getting the cream of the crop, and you can't get much better than Kathleen Woodring, who is our handles operations and everything. So I just had to throw it in.
I knew a guy, and you can relate to this because he worked for the New York Times. And when you say you work for the New York Times, it doesn't necessarily mean as a journalist as you were. He worked in circulation, so you know where he was. And he had a hard time. He actually started at the Star Banner, and had a hard time climbing the ladder because I guess he felt like they felt this is what you're good at and you're good at it, so that's where you stay. And I'm not picking, I love the Star Banner, so I'm just telling you his story. But he climbed the ladder in the New York Times by going from one New York Times paper to another. He kept constantly applying, and he did. He became some kind of a executive or something. So, I mean, would you, is that unusual, or is that a good career plan?
Well, I think it's a good career plan when you are in a company that hires and promotes from within, as the New York Times does. And we've had a number of employers on who talk about that. And so you have, I think Rural King, for instance, the gentleman who was he's the general manager, and I think he started on the floor as an associate.
Yeah, I remember that.
And you make those strategic moves within the company, and you rise to the top. So I think that's definitely something to look for if you like a particular industry and you want to stick with it, and you like a particular company and you see that there's room for advancement. So I wanted to talk about a couple hiring events and whatnot going on.
Absolutely.
Right now, actually, and this isn't one of ours, but we like to plug it for them. Brightview Landscape Services, they have open interviews today at 3 o'clock. They are here in Ocala. You just have to Google them to find out more about them. But open interviews today at 3 o'clock for Brightview Landscape Services. This Saturday, Lowe's, I think I mentioned this last time, in Silver Springs, they are having a hiring event from 10 to 2 at their Silver Springs Boulevard location. They're looking for seasonal sales and customer service associates. So if you want to work for Lowe's, if you want a part-time position or something, go check them out. On May 30th, Caregiver Services will be at our Ocala Career Center. They are looking for home health aides, CNAs, LPNs, RNs. That's from 10 to 1. And then on the 31st, Sitel, from 9 to noon, again at our Ocala Career Center, they are hiring customer service reps. So kind of everything that you can imagine going on with some hiring events. We also have, I think this is interesting, we've talked about our Talent Center affiliate. That is for the...
that's at the school, right?
It is, right. We partner with CF, and it's for college graduates, not just CFs, but any college graduates or college post-secondary, because you can be in a certification program as well, in our 3-county area, and it's also for transitioning professionals. So if you have been a manager or you earn a certain amount, highly technically skilled, whatever. So the Talent Center is having resume critique sessions for any recent college grad. And these take place Friday, May 19th. And on the 22nd, I guess that's Monday, the 22nd, from 10 to noon and from 2 to 4 at our Talent Center office here at College of Central Florida in Ocala. So that is, and these are all free services. Let's see, got bunch of, well, I want to touch on a couple of the hiring events. We have one going on today from 11 to 2. This is the one I talked about last time, about specifically for high school seniors who are graduating. That's over at Marion Technical College, and we have 20 employers participating in that. Closet Maid, Lockheed Martin, Marion County Fire Rescue, Marion County Board of County Commissioners, OPD, Rainey's. So 20 employers will be meeting with these graduating high schoolers who have been, as I mentioned, kind of prepared for this. We've had the employability workshop. Next week, we have 15 employers lined up for the health sciences hiring event. This is for the college, the CF and Marion Technical College graduates in health sciences. Then the next day, there's one for business and technology. And what I want to say about that, and we have 15 employers signed up for one and about that amount for the other. So, but if you feel like you want to meet with health sciences graduates or business and technology graduates, please call us at 873-7955 or 1-800-746 9950 and see if you can participate in that. If you are a graduate from CF or Marion Technical College in health sciences or business and technology, and you have not received an invitation to attend, because this is by invitation only, call those same numbers and say, I think I should be there because I graduated
Yeah.
with whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we don't want to leave anyone out, but sometimes it can
That
fall through the
happens,
cracks.
yeah.
And then, of course, coming up in June, on June 7th, our youth job fair. And we do have about a dozen employers lined up for that so far. But again, call us at 873-7955 if you believe that you would like to, not believe, but if you would like to participate.
No, what is that?
The youth one?
Yeah, how old? I mean,
Oh
does
my
this mean
gosh.
under 18?
This is for 16 to 24-year-olds.
Oh, wow.
And I will tell you, we had the one last year took place at at the library in one of the community rooms. Oh my gracious, those young people lined up all the way
Oh, my
around.
gosh.
I mean, hundreds. And I don't know if we'll have that many. So we moved the event to the Weber Center at CF because it's a larger space, because we had such, I want to say like 400 or something young people, and they're, in their neckties and dress shirts and suits and everything, looking very, very professional, and standing there in the heat to be able to go in and meet with
Wow.
employers. So
It's a great thing. When you
fantastic.
if you have a good family life and you're still living at home with your parents, and even if you're not, but if you are, you get a job, that money is all yours. You don't have to worry about paying rent for a little while because you're 16 years old.
Yeah.
Now, the 24-year-old probably does, but gosh, it was one of the best things I ever did when I was that age, was getting a job. And it was,
Well, not only do you get the income, but you are learning valuable work skills,
Yes, yes.
learning how to be in a professional situation, a business
Absolutely, yeah,
situation.
yeah.
You're getting those skills, you are making those contacts, you're building your resume, you're earning a paycheck.
what was your first job?
Oh, golly. I picked strawberries, which was a terrible job.
Where was that?
This was in the Kent Valley in Washington, and I was 9 years old, and I passed for whatever the legal age was to work
Oh,
in the
really?
fields, because
Oh,
I was so
really?
tall and everything. And yeah, I got 5 cents a pint for the strawberries.
Wow.
That was kind of that was on the miserable side, and I will confess that I spent most of the time, the second half of the day, just sitting in the row, making up stories, and found it, just not working, just sitting there going, okay, time to go home. I mean,
The writer in you was was developing. Yeah, yeah.
And I also worked at the Woodland Park Zoo and the concession stand, and I was just so,
that must have been fun.
so amazed that nobody seemed to know how to do the simple math on the. Those were the old-fashioned cash registers,
Oh,
and
yes.
I learned very quickly how to do the change and everything, and everyone seemed to struggle with that. But that was grueling. You're
Because
on
you're
your
smart.
feet.
You don't realize when you're smart that you are smart until you're in a circumstance like that, and you
yeah,
realize, oh,
yeah.
wow.
So those, and then obviously babysitting, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, but you really go above and beyond, Laura, you yourself and all of your staff, because even if a person doesn't know what to do for the first step, you provide resume classes, you teach them how to dress
Yeah,
and how to find out what it is that they really want to do in life. You
And
guys are amazing.
that's a wonderful, I think, we have all these assessments that we can do, skills assessments, interest assessments. You might have been just in a narrow frame of mind for so long working for X, Y, and Z, you don't even know that your skills can transfer to
Yes,
different
yes.
areas, and so we can help you discover that.
I think that we opened up with not being able to see the forest for the trees, kind of a thought, and I think that's absolutely true. Let somebody else tell you what you might be good at. Don't just because when you were 13 or 14, somebody might have said, you're pretty smart. It sounds like you're very creative. Maybe we could, and maybe you would be doing something other than picking strawberries or selling sodas at a zoo or whatever. It's just, not that those are bad experiences. Those probably all contributed to who you are today, but I don't know. I think what Career Source offers is, like I say, I'm an evangelist for you guys. I don't use that word ever, evangelist, but
He is.
We appreciate it. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
all right. So give us your number again.
Well, you can call us. I'm going to give you, for businesses, call the 800-746-9950. And if you're a job seeker, call us at 1-800-434-JOBS. And next time we're here, I promise, we have got Marion County Sheriff's Office will be here to
nice.
talk about job openings they have. Captain Mike Rolls will be our guest, and I'm
good.
looking forward to it.
Oh,
so
absolutely. That sounds
it'll
good.
be fantastic.
Call us if you need any of that repeated. CareerSourceCLM.com, a good place to start. This is WOCA Ocala. We'll be right back. Thank you, Laura.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The Russian president calling it political schizophrenia